Good evening, good late afternoon, hope. Well, I know everyone's not well. I'm not well. I'm kind of sick of it now. Let's let the chat build up. Looks like a lot of you hopefully going to be angry like me. How long can this comedy show carry on? It's so predictable, so lethargic. It's an absolute joke. Absolute joke. It's taking a mick out the fans. It's taking a mick out of fans and money. It's taking the piss out of people's time, fans' time, journey time. And you go and watch that, right? Another home defeat. You lose home to Palace. You lose at home to Blackburn. You lose home to Leicester. You've spent 180 million. I say spent, you've kind of blown it, mate. You kind of blown it. The team looks worse than last year and the year before that. Absolutely piss poor. Absolute crap. What are the board doing? It's your money. I keep saying it's your money. It's your investment. You own the club. The value's going to hit you in the pocket, mate. But I said after Chelsea, the first channel called out Moyes after the Chelsea game. I'm not doing it for attention or views or clickbait or any of that crap. I speak my heart out and I stick to it. And again, I tell you guys, I was the first person on West Ham media to back Moyes to come in as manager. No one wanted him. They want Brazilian coach. I said, no, he's the right man to come in that time. And I'm the first person now to say that's enough, right? You got to call it the way it is. A spade is a spade, whatever. You know what that bloody saying is, right? I've just about had enough. And it's just going on and on and on. And what are we waiting for, right? Slow start again. And I keep saying when you come out the dressing room and you do that within seconds, within minutes of every single match, what is that saying to you in terms of what the manager's told them? They're sticking two fingers up at him. But at the same time, the players are sticking two fingers at the players. Sorry, at the fans as well. Right, they're sticking two fingers at the manager and the bloody fans, right? But for us, I'm not interested in who the manager is. I want West Ham to win and do well, and he's got to go out there, right? And I did say that respect, thank you, well done, shake your hand, but on your way, mate. The club will always be bigger than any manager, any player, right? But the fans are the biggest thing. The fans make or break the club. And we are a fan channel. We listen to all of you guys. We're going live now. We go live as much as we can. And it's all about your views. And I will click on each and every comment that you're going to put out there. But give me a break, mate. Chance after chance wasted. Paqueta, I'm not going to back Paqueta anymore. 52, 53, 54 million. Brazil's playmaker, mate. Oh, my God. Pass after pass, chance after chance. Just not happening. Scamacca, mate, you're a good striker. I don't know if it players. Obviously, yeah. I mean, dressing room, whatever you call it, lost or not lost, it looks that way now. Chance after chance wasted. Scamacca, you could have, listen, mate, all of you could have done a lot better than what you were doing. I don't know what you need to score a goal. You can't defend. Zuma's gone off after all that money spent, ladies and gentlemen. And you know my channel, if you're regularly, you know what Jazz is saying in the transfer window. Please make Scamacca not the only striker that comes through the door. Please have a little cheaper version, right? If you don't have to sign Kera or Emerson, then at least buy Mopay or someone else like that. Have a look at our bench, and there was nothing there. I think Antonio had to go missing for personal family reasons. That's fine. That's respectable. You know, that I hope everything's well with you, mate. But there's nothing on the bench that when you need a goal. There's Uncle Grandad Lanzini there, Grandad Crezi. You saw what he did, but we again being honest, Fabianski, great penalty save, my old man. You know we haven't got you enough times on the channel, but well done, good save. But it didn't really lift anything. It lifted the crowd. That's kind of the fans. They'll always be there. You know, win, lose, or draw, we will always be there. But the players, every single one of them in terms of sort of chances taken or made, making the wrong decisions. It was playground stuff, you know, even listening to Tony Gale's commentary, mate. Scamacca, when he needed to really risk it and gamble and make sure you get on the end of it, you didn't do it. Paqueta, chance after chance wasted, mislaid passes, Benny as well. It's just listen, the facts are you lost and you keep losing, right? And all these things, oh, you went close. Oh, why didn't you, Bowen? Why didn't you? It's happened far too often now, and it's become a norm now. And it's a results business. And you've got to go, Moisey. You've got to go, mate. You've got to go. And this stupid club of ours is going to sit there. Are they going to sit there and let that whole month just go to waste? And like I said, they're going to sack him on Boxing Day, are they? When you've wasted all of that time, you're not going to give any money to the new manager, not enough time to get even his backroom team together, no time to even suss the squad out, and it's going to be panic loans in the window. It's a load of shit, mate. Absolute load of fucking crap, mate. Anyway, welcome to you guys. And again, apologies for my language. We've got boring five at the back. Mate, it's just like, how can everything... Apparently Banrama's our player in form. And if that's our player in form, that tells you everything. Nothing against him individually. He's trying what he can. But, mate, we've got to do a lot better than that. And it's just carrying on and getting worse. And got Blackburn fans laughing in our face. You've got Palace fans laughing at us. You've got all these people coming, calling our ground a library. You've got Leicester, with respect, would always be bigger than them. But again, nothing personal, mate. Leicester City are great family club. Your owners do a lot of things great, putting free beer, free programs on the chair, free flags, free shirts. Nothing personal against you guys, but we should be doing better than what we're doing. And if you look at the league table, everyone, before I go into the comments, yeah, there again, aren't we? Fifth from bottom, joint with Everton. But the difference is we're 1 point off the bottom three now because Forest have caught up with us. Brilliant. Gets even better. Leicester 3 ahead of us now, and that's it. Bloody hell, Dav, maybe we belong there, mate. But Epic, we've been saying this since the Chelsea game. Right, when was the Chelsea game? Let me look at the results. West Ham results. Let me click on West Ham and this channel. And the good thing is everything we say, it's proof. It's on the media there, right? So we never talk crap. Chelsea game, let me look at it. Oh, my God, where was it? Scroll down. 3rd of September, I said he's got to go. And I was called all kinds of names and think, listen, there you go, mate. Who's going to back Moyes today? What channel's going to back Moyes today? What West Ham fans happy? If you like, you want to give him more time, you're not ambitious then. Then that's it then. You're not ambitious then, you know? No club's going to take this crap. Forget the brownie points. You talk about today. You're only good as your last result, the result before, right? If you're aggressive, you're ambitious. Listen, it happens in the business world, mate. Yeah, you're only as good as your last good thing you've done. It's a fact. And if you just carry on with it, and are you going to be in Norwich? Are you going to say, yeah, we're going to go down because, yeah, it is what it is. We've got no more money to spend, whatever, mate. Listen, it's a load of crap, mate. But Epic, I hope you're well, mate. Absolutely bang on, mate. Joe, hope you're doing well, mate. Cheers. The only thing that's bloody reliable is a rum, mate. He isn't, John. He isn't, mate. You're absolutely right. I don't know what he is, but what I think he might be, mate, is a right-sided centre-back when you're playing 3 in a wing-back system and maybe a wing-back. He's not a full-back and he's not a centre-back. So why did you... You know, we're all suffering in recession and things that every penny counts, and 10, 11, whatever million you thought you're getting a bargain, mate, there's a reason that he was worth 33 million. He's worth 10 million now. No one else wanted him. That's 10 million down the drain. Emerson doesn't look like they're going to keep playing him a lot. That's 30 million down the drain. And other clubs are doing things much more clever than that, mate. Much more clever. But Richie, I don't know, mate. Richie, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to go, mate. I've just had enough. Mate. I went over to the Blackburn game. It's like 4 hours, 2 hours there, 2 hours back, mate. And again, Highlight was talking to ex-players and they kind of agreed with what I was saying, mate. Nothing on the pitch is worth mentioning, mate. We're creating chances, right? But only after a slow start, only after conceding. And those chances are just going begging. They're just making the wrong decision every single game. It's not even a one-off where you lose, you make chances, you think, oh yeah, it's a bad day at the office. It was a bad day. No, it's happening all the time. Bowen and them lot, they can't finish. You can put them clear through. They're just messing up. Imagine you running down the wing and you got someone they're just not making the right decisions, and it's all the time now. And whether that's losing the dressing room, whether it's a technical way of deliberately doing it, I'm not interested. The facts are we're losing game after game after game, and it's crap. right? I don't know. I'm not a wasp or a bee in the dressing room. I don't care what politics are going on. I don't care what battle there is between Moyes and the board. I don't care who bought the players. It's got to sit at the manager's seat. You bought the players. You spent the money, and every single player you bought looks shit, right? And every single player that you think was doing well a year and a half, they look fucking shit, right? And you look to the bench, it's embarrassing. 70 minute, we're looking, and then we're like, who's going to come on? There's no one there. And don't blame Antonio, mate. He's not a striker. I kept telling you that, right? Who's making those decisions that we before kind of Skamaka, we had no striker for so many windows, and then we only bought one. I mean, who's making shocking decisions? Are you telling me there's no two strikers out there you can't buy? Is there no one on the bench from the youth team that can come on? It's just every single thing is bloody wrong at its damn club. And every time this club has a good base to build and learn and go on, it never does. It goes in reverse gear, right? We're doing all right like a couple of years ago. Then we buy no one or no one of any mention in the next 2-3 windows, right? You got Dawson there. Listen, I kept telling you, Dawson is a great squad player, a great professional to have around the club, but don't play that man game in, game out. Right, he's aging a bit. He's losing his pace. He gave away the penalty. He's still a good lad. He comes on from set pieces, but don't rely on him, right? And I know Zuma went off injured, but he didn't play. I mean, they keep saying Algarve's not fit. I mean, he's had a couple of games in the Europa, 90 minutes and things like that. And I don't know what's going on, mate, but it's too many problems. Up to you, mate. I hope you're well, mate. I hope you're well. Yes. But I still kept thinking that every 5 games, you're going to stumble across a win because on paper we look decent. But that's not even happening, Stephen. That's not even happening, mate. And you look at the League Cup draw, I think Blackburn are home to Nottingham Forest. And how many times are we going to keep kicking ourselves in the foot? We've won nothing since 1980, right? And we thought, okay, looks like conference looks a bit of an easy. I bet we even messed that up, right? Even though we're through to the last 16, seeded, second leg at home in February, March, we're still going to fuck that up, right? Absolute ridiculous. And you look at that League Cup now, how many top teams have gone out there? They've gone out there deliberately because they've got better things going on in the league and they're in the Champions League, mate, right? What excuse we got? We couldn't even hold on against Blackburn. And supposedly it wasn't even their first team, right? And so many fans still were there. I know there's a lot of empty seats in that Blackburn game, but because the ground's so big, you count the attendance, it's bloody on par with everyone. The fans are doing their job. They're there every single game, but it's just got so alarming and the board can't see it, right? I don't want to like boo the players. I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't boo the players. I don't boo any of our players. I don't swear. I just stay quiet. And that's not good for the ground, right? I come to the ground in a quiet mode and I've got nothing. And I know that whatever happens on the pitch, none of that is going to excite me. That's not a good mind frame to be in, right? My mind frame is wrong. It's like, yeah, let's go to the pub. Let's meet Frankie, one of my other good. That's good as well. But my focus should be, oh, can't wait for today's game. I can't wait till kickoff. That player's going to do that. We're going to get at them from the kickoff. We're going to be at them. We're going to create an atmosphere like we used to Upton Park. But that is my mindset, right? And you let me know in the comment, is that your mindset? If you're going to the game, you're going because A, you're stuck with a season ticket, you have to go, or you're there to meet your mates, go to your favorite pub, have something nice to eat. Whatever it is, it ain't what's happening on the pitch. And I obviously wasn't there today, but so many of you must have left early today, mate. So many of you must have left early. We keep saying that, mate. I don't know, but all I can say, I'm sick of it now. I'm sick of it. And I'm not an expert, mate. We are amateurs, yeah? The board are meant to be professionals. They're meant to... I'm surely Noble or Rice as the leader of the camp has a word, mate. Like, oh, not sure now. I mean, we used to hear stories that, yeah, Gold Sullivan, they go to the training ground to kind of see what's going on. Oh, come on, mate. You must have ears on the ground, mate. The backroom team, the number 2, there's nothing really of any nature that can step in and help. We haven't really got Duncan Ferguson who can, you know, get the fans on our side, get the motivation up, help David Moyes. There's nothing there. You know, Warburton, I don't know nothing about him, mate. Don't know nothing about him. You say that, mate. I mean, we're trying to enjoy the World Cup when it comes. If he doesn't go tonight, our mind's going to be on our beloved club, and it's going to ruin the World Cup for me because I'm like, oh my God, is he going to sit there all month and we got to go back to him again? No one's playing under him, mate. No one. No one. You can't say that, mate. He hasn't got the badges. It's too much. He don't want the flack. He's see the modern footballers are too rich for that headache. They don't want it. They don't want it, mate. Unless they hate the misses that much. I don't think so. I don't think so. Well, listen. Last season since December's been crap. Absolute crap, mate. Absolute rubbish. Yeah, I mean, Rice is just one of those few players who genuinely has a feeling for the club. He's a nice lad. He's an honest lad from a great family. Very few people with that character around in football, unfortunately. Good luck to him. But listen, when he goes to join the England squad, some of the players from Man City, Liverpool, even Arsenal now are wiping it now, mate. You would City losing. Bloody Arsenal going to win the league and all that. You know how moany their fans are with their channel. It doesn't feel good, does it? Doesn't feel good. And if this is his last season, what a shame. What a shame. What a shame. mate. Richardy. Get on the channel, Ryan. Come on, mate. Come on the channel, mate. Come on the channel. Getting worse, mate, mine. Getting worse and worse. Awful. I'm glad most of you feel the way I do. Hammerhead is still backing. That's fine, Hammerhead. You can back Moyes, mate. That's fine. You say we're Man City, but home to Blackburn, home to Crystal Palace, home to Leicester. You lose every single game, and you spent 180 million. And your league form since last December, which is nearly year to year. Have a look at it, mate. It's not good. What we're saying, we're backing up with what we're saying, mate. But if you're happy with it and you want him to stay the whole year and then have the next year and then decide, that's fine. That's fine, mate. That's fine. No, there's no Ryan. No, everyone's entitled to the opinion. Hammerhead's a good lad. Everyone's entitled to. I'm just a bit surprised, but no, that's fine, mate. That's fine. The last thing you want is bloody West Ham fans bloody throwing cups at each other, isn't it? That's not what we want. We want to act in a class way, put our opinions across, strong or not, back it up, and then listen to someone else. And it's all interesting, isn't it? All interesting. Dan, it's everything. Look at the passing selection, crossing selection. When you need to gamble a bit in front of the defender like Skamaka to get he kind of hesitant a little bit. Maybe the confidence is slowing down a little bit, mate. And I kept telling you, if Skamaka doesn't make it, no striker's going to join West Ham, mate, under Moyes. No way, mate. No one's going to join it, mate. And chance after chance is wasted. It's just what it is. And slow start, go behind and think about what's going on. Yeah, but he's a good professional, isn't he, mate? But he's just forced into that. We've got no one else. He's a great squad player, great person to play in that Blackburn game kind of last week. So again, Moyes called it wrong. He's using it to get players fit. But listen, we want to win something. And you can tell home to Forest in that League Cup, club that we should be, the size, the ambition, we should be close to, And I bet Newcastle win that League Cup. I bet Newcastle... Obviously, another club who, like Man City, used to be talked about as a large crowd, big crowd, great passion. Don't win. City have done it, and I bet Newcastle, and we're going to be about the only ones left, mate. I mean, we talk about Villa. Villa's going to overtake us now, mate. And all right, Villa ain't won nothing in a long time, but listen, I think they won the League Cup in the 90s under Big Ron, was it? And they won the league and the European Cup. We're going to be left behind as the biggest club who ain't won nothing for ages now. We're going to be left behind, mate. When you've got the ball at your feet, like quite 4 or 5 times in the first half, he made the wrong pass, then a couple of poor shots that went. That would have gone over the rugby post, mate. That is not Moisey, but that is part of the problem. I get it, but individually, when you got a chance to shoot, cross it, make the right pass, and you don't do it, that's kind of more or less your fault, He had a terrible game, Paqueta. Terrible game for me, mate. Really, really, really. The chances were coming, John, but we were just like wasteful, mate. Wasteful. Really, really wasteful. And what's more embarrassing is second half when we were supposedly, spent more money and Leicester didn't. They had Vardy to come on. Look at Vardy, someone like Vardy on the bench. And McFadden, lucky he went off. He would have put in another goal, mate. He was killing Cressy before he went off. And it's just, and they've lost, didn't spend any money. But, I mean, They've still got players like Daka. I know Daka was like up and down, but he won the penalty. We were after him and things like that. It's just, yeah, had Vardy, and then obviously we're trying to score for so long, and we don't look like scoring. Bang, counter attack, Mr. Harvey Barnes, bang, bang with a shotgun. That's the way you do it, like that with the Cowboys, mate. That's the way to do it, mate. And I don't know what's happening, mate. It's just, so the old players that were good look crap. The new players that were good before we bought them, they look crap. Whose fault is that then? It's not the lady who makes the crap cheeseburgers, even though they're crap. It's not her fault, It's a bit of everything. Their confidence has dwindled, and they only today, when it's getting desperate, they're probably told to. But it's a slow start. Whose fault is a slow start? Whose fault's going 1-0 down? It has to sit. You lose game after game. It's the manager's fault. And the manager's meant to organise the finishing. Are they not doing any training in the background? Do you know? But you again, you and the Hammerhead, go to the Moyes circus. That's fine. That's allowed. Go. That's fine, mate. No problem with that. Yeah, how you doing, Steve? You're right. I'll send you the link, mate. I'll send you the link. Hang on, mate. Bloody hell. Stevie boy. Bloody ain't seen you in ages, mate. How you been? Let me just get Steve on and then we'll... Hang on, where's he gone? Yeah, I'll send you the link, mate. Steve is going to go nuts as well. Bloody hell, mate. Hang on, Steve, just doing it now, mate, and then we'll carry on with the show. I'm so bad at doing two things at once. Hang on, mate. Hang on, mate. Hang on. Bloody hell. Oh, bloody hell, I'm terrible. All right, done it. Right. Yeah, I mean, Ryan, you've been one of those who's been passionately away, but I must keep saying this: we're not doing to gather attention or stand out or clickbaiting or get more bloody likes or unlikes or getting people's faces. We are not Arsenal fans TV, right? We are just being honest, and you followed my channel, and it's been consistently what I've said, and I've backed it up. Unfortunately, the form hasn't quite improved; it's gone worse. That's all we're saying. But at the same time, a couple of you who, again, I know you're loyal followers of the channel, you've got other opinions. That's fine, and with respect, Hammerhead, I love you and all that. That's fine, mate. No problem on that. Ryan, how you doing, mate? You're right. You're kind of.
I wouldn't say I'm good. No, not really. Well, I didn't really watch it. I didn't watch it on anything. At the moment, I don't even want to watch it. I don't. It's so boring. We play a 7-2-1. It might as well be. It's just boring, and I don't get why he's still here.
So you didn't see any of the game? You didn't see any of it?
I haven't watched any of it.
What I can tell you from what I've seen, which is most of it, is that slow start, 1-0 down. McFadden was what's his name again? Bloody hell! Let me get the things up again. Fucking losing the plot. I am. Hang on a minute. Yeah, so Maddison was actually giving Cressy a bit of a hard time before his goal. The way he was sort of with Brendan Rodgers' tactics and things. Listen, again, you shoot me again. I've got crazy ideas. I'm all right with Brendan Rodgers. I am fine with him. I'm fine with him as a manager. And a lot of people want to kill him and that kind of thing. I'm fine with him, mate. And I think he's come back. He's done all right. Maddison was doing very, very well against Cressy. Went 1-0 down. Then we began to pick it up. But, mate, in terms of chances being created, we're making every single pass, wrong selection, with shots going over the bar, people just not running into the right spaces. And it's just chance of, I think, first half, 5-6 chances we must have gone begging. So you might say, oh, that's not David Moyes' fault. But listen, if you keep losing a game after game after game, the fans of the board don't care whose fault it is. You've
No.
lost.
No, but the thing is, this game may not be of David Moyes' fault, but since the start of the season, there's probably, arguably about 6-7 games that have been his fault. So it's clearly now that the players just don't want to play for him. And that's the difference of how Brendan Rodgers has turned it around. You can see that the players still want to play for him and give it their all, but you can see that nobody wants to play for David Moyes anymore. And we've spent, 50 million and 35 million on two big players that were known across Europe, and they've done nothing. And whose fault is that? Well, that's clearly got to be David Moyes'.
It is. And why is he still here, Ryan? And why is he still here?
Oh, right, I've put this in the chat. I don't think you've seen it yet. The reason I think he's still here is that we are waiting for Everton to sack Lampard and come for David Moyes, and then we haven't got to pay any money off for him. They'll just buy him out of his contract, and then we'll look for a new manager.
I think we have limited funds for the window, and the World Cup's going to start soon. Every West Ham fan is going to be thinking about what's happening with us. How can you give a whole? And I am being silly because I was telling you, Ron, I knew this is what our club does. We should have got rid of him after the Chelsea game, and then the new guy can set it all up nicely, lots of time, and then you got that month of no pressure because there's a lot of pressure when a new manager comes in, because we expect him to hit the ground running. Imagine you got the whole month to look at the ground, facilities, get to know the backroom staff, slowly bring your own, because the backroom team you want, sometimes it takes time to sort their contracts out. And then when the World Cup's over, we got our A team together and we can hit arse. But no, we're not going to do things like that.
That's the thing. It's like a mini pre-season that if we bring a manager in, they've got these 4 weeks to get like what they want out of the players. I mean, obviously some players won't be there, but he can like get his tactics into the people that are there, and then when the players come back, then they'll pick it up, because obviously they're going to be like Declan Rice coming back. He'd easily pick it up than other people, probably like Soucek, because he can't pass the ball. And Soucek, what I heard from him today was that he was dreadful. Apparently, he was terrible again. But I just think he's always awful anyway.
Soucek, a couple of things up and down, like with all the players, but he had that goal ruled out. Then he had that goal ruled out for offside. Again, I've always felt, Ryan, you can shoot me being such a strict fucker like a general, thinking I'm fucking Bobby Moore. But when you keep getting offside, that is a skill as well. Do you know people that can't? If you keep getting offside and like Bowen, it's your fault. That is part of a player that you're just not concentrating, And again, I always balance it. It was a great goal Soucek scored. It wasn't his fault. It was Bowen's fault. Bowen was offside. So we got to, again, we got to all round everything, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's also the dip of form from Bowen. Like, how has he gone from being so good to so poor as well? Like, there's got to be something going on behind the scenes to go from being in probably nearly starting for England to not even making it into the squad now at all.
That's you, isn't it? Sack him. But more, that's all right. But do you think it will happen?
Well, apparently X saw something that someone like re-put what X said. X said there's like a board meeting or something tonight, apparently.
Fucking get the fuck out.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, but I don't know if it's fake news or not. Like, I haven't seen the actual thing from X. It's just someone said that X has said that. But he's just got to go. That's the problem. He's got to go. It's just not good enough now. And I think it's Hammerhead that keeps saying the same thing about, Moyes had this dip of, I don't know, he'd have one season good, one season bad with Everton, but he constantly got Everton top 10. And we're talking about Everton. They weren't nothing special at the time. And it's just the fact of, I'm not going to sit there and watch us play rubbish football and not be able to beat Crystal Palace last week that were terrible. But I'm not going to sit there and watch that and think, you know what? Next season, David Moyes would be perfect. Like, no. We're about now in the present time, and he's awful. He's got to go.
Well, someone said, do you remember? Oh, we got three. Oh, remember, like Frankie said, oh yeah, it looks like we got three okay games at home.
Yeah.
But he goes, I don't got any confidence. So home to Palace, home to Blackburn, home to Leicester. You lose. How can any fan? And then Cosmos, I love you, mate, top lad, but I don't know what could be a blessing. Are you saying it could be good for David Moyes? I don't know, mate. Nothing. Listen, we all got to. I don't know what's that saying. You got to sniff and wake up and smell the. You know what I mean? Listen, this over. Nothing personal, Davey boy. You've done well in your life, mate. You know, manager, you've done so well. Such a high pressurized job, you know. And I've seen people have go for a bad illness. And you imagine, I know, people age. Been in the game since 20 years, one of the oldest managers respected. To get to safe to Fergie to recommend you to take over, that is such a big accolade, mate. You know, Man United, you've had the chance to manage Man United, but I'm just saying, it's just for whatever reason, it's over, mate. It's over. You know?
Yeah, I respect everything that he's done for us for these 2 years, and I think Hamhead also put that we've overachieved these 2 years. It's just back to West Ham expectations. But this shouldn't be our expectations. Our expectations shouldn't be, oh yeah, we're a bottom half club. That shouldn't be our expectation. And to say that we've overachieved, I don't think in a natural sense that we overachieved. The first season that we got top 6, everyone was rubbish altogether. So we didn't overachieve. We just done better than everyone else doing rubbish. And last year, same again. Nobody played that well, and we played quite decent. At the end of the season, played really good at the start, but at the end of the season we were terrible. And I even thought then Moyes was on a bit of a rocky ship with that, because even against Frankfurt, we played awful. But it just still goes back to that Liverpool game. The Liverpool game last season was the last time that we played a good game. That's it.
That is it. I had such a great night. I remember when Zuma scored, and I think I ran back up and down where I was sitting and dragged 2-3 fans on the floor, jumping. And the Masuaku winner at Chelsea, great memory that day.
Yeah, that was good. That was so good.
First of all, I thought, what the hell's just happened here? And then the rest of just were going nuts because it's a late winner. It's a derby game. They came here all cocky, and great memory. Sevilla. Atmosphere at Sevilla at home, I was there, absolutely amazing. Anonymous called you AR. He had a lot of money though, didn't he? AR had a lot of money to buy, given the freedom checkbook. And listen, we'll never know what's happening in the dressing room or who's really bought the players. But when you're given a lot of money, and also Ryan, like I said, there was no attacking option on the bench, my man. You know, there's nothing there. You know,
we haven't got an attacking option anyway. We've got a right back that's now a striker anyway, so it doesn't really make sense. And Hammerhead saying that I just defined what overachieving means, that doesn't make sense, because I just said that everyone else played bad and we just played better than the people who were playing bad. So I didn't say we overachieved. I just said that we done all right. That's not
what's gonna hit fans, Ryan, like I said, was you're a lot younger than me. And I remember, so Man City before the money, mate, and Chelsea as well, right? They were below us in terms of, I don't care what people say about Chelsea, we're up there, right? In terms of stature, club, fans, won the FA Cup, all that. Chelsea obviously gone into the wilderness, left us, right? City have left us. Now we're hanging on with our mates Newcastle and Villa. Everton, listen, growing up, they won everything in the 80s. So they've done it. Newcastle are gone now, my man. They're gone. Forget them.
Yeah, Newcastle, they're a proper team as well.
Right. And that leaves Villa. Villa are gone now as well. They've gone. They've got the backing.
Emery's going to change them. They've got the money. We're just there by ourselves now. This is the thing. We've got a terrible board. We've got a terrible, terrible manager.
Board. I mean, I don't want to talk about the ground anymore because I don't know what's going to happen with the ground. It needs a lot of fixing, but they've given him reasonable money. They didn't buy Krau. They didn't buy Vlasic. They didn't buy, 8-9 players come through the door. So I'm going to leave him out of it for now. I'm going to leave the board out of it for now. But yeah, they installed him, and
I think
he's a good manager at the beginning here.
The bit that annoys me with the board is that they need to invest in the training facility, though, because that's coming out of what I think the 60s probably had better training facilities than that. It is terrible. It just looks awful. And that's probably why we get so many people injured as well. The facilities are terrible.
Hammerhead, the question to you is, mate, before we sign any of those players, the rest of them were playing poor, isn't it? So you're not managing the players out of form to make them come to form, right? You're not managing Ben Rama, Ben Johnson. You're losing academy players as well. Ashby, that guy went to Leeds, the guy before that, Nagaki, I don't know what happened. You're losing a couple of players that you had in the room to sign for you, like Anana, and they said, well, he goes, I don't want. He goes, I don't want to sell West Ham to them. So there's a lot of things going on now, and a lot of people like Frankie rightly saying Stuart Pearce seems to have done a lot more than we think. It's all gone tits up since then.
Stuart Pearce and Noble are the big two losses. That's the problem.
So what we're saying, Hammerhead, is So Hammerhead, what is it? The players out of form are Zuchek, Kufal, all them lots gone out the window. The new players look worse than they were good last season. So I don't know, how much can you pin on the players? Players are like, what is Hammerhead? Those days are gone where players used to self-motivate them in the dressing room under the captain. Billy Bonds used to threaten to knock out a couple of people that weren't on it. That's gone, mate. In the modern age, yep, they're overpaid, they're spoiled, they're plastic, they're light. You have to motivate them, mate. You know, I mean, I kept saying there's managers like Harry Redknapp, Martin O'Neill. You would never see them ride Monday to Thursday. Martin O'Neill, they said, was one of the best man motivators in the dressing room before you go on the pitch. Harry, you know, man manages everyone, didn't know how to train or, you know, put all the bloody cones out like Moyes does. So you get paid to man manage people, to motivate them, and that's what it's about, you know. I mean, Moyes, yeah, he's up in the top 7, 8, or 9 or best paid. We're as fans, we want to be entertained. And dare I say it, if we lose, but we've given it, you know, if we lost 3-2, we lost 4-3, as West Ham fans, we're happy. You know, we from the kickoff, you meant to punt that ball into their half, smash the goalkeeper, win that first corner, win that first free kick, win that first tackle, win that first second ball. That's all we want. And you do that, we're buzzing in the ground, mate. We're buzzing, and the rest will follow. We're doing none of those things, mate.
No, because we just sit back. That's all Moyes wants to do, is just sit back. And then if we go in 1-0 down, let's sit back a little bit more and hopefully not go 2-0 down. Like, it's just, I don't really get what his thoughts are in a game. He plays a game just to not lose, but that's not even working now. So I just don't really.
No. Hammerhead, you're being naughty today. I know X is a really good friend of mine. He's not. X gets it right 80-90% of the time. I'm gonna stick my head out for X. It's very hard predicting, and he does it. I know he does it a lot for his benefit and ours. I think X is fine, but again, we got to agree on something today, Hammerhead.
Well, I've got to go in a minute, but all
no problem, mate. No problem.
Moyes has got to go, and we've got to get someone in ASAP to get this 4 weeks of the World Cup time to
right. Before you go, right, we are actually only 1 point above relegation and not 2, 1 now. Forest are 1 point, and as a board, if that's what you want to see, especially Kotinski. I'm surprised it's gone that long. Kotinski, I'm hoping he's more of a ruthless guy than the other two old boys.
I hope he just get rid of him tonight. Southampton done it with that Hassan Hootel. They sacked him same day. Why can't we do that tonight? Sack him tonight. Get it done. Get every West Ham fan thinking, all right, there's a new change. And get someone in, by the end of next week. That would be the ideal.
Have a look at fixtures when we come back. It's all the clubs we don't do well against. All the awkward ones. Starting off with our first
game.
They're going to wipe us, mate.
If we have Moyes, that game, I could see that 4 or 5-0. Saka against Creswell. Oh no. He will be ruined. But yeah, I've got to go. So
thanks for coming on.
Yeah. Right.
Take care. Take care, mate. Right. Benson, new name, Benson. Get on the channel, subscribe, you naughty boy. Thank you for your comment, Benson. Troge. Tro just got to be the manager. Tro just got to be. It's got to be. It's got to be. If the team are out of form for so long in the league, if all the players out of form are not picking up form, if none of the tactics are working, if you're continuously starting slow and going down a goal, and then you wake up for a bit, but then you're still wasting chance after chance, misplaced pass after pass. If all the new players you signed were good before you signed them, now they don't look so good. Come on, I'm not getting personal with David. It's got to be the manager, isn't it? You know, it's got to be. Who else are going to blame? But if some of you are saying let's just sit on the fence and hope we don't go down, are you happy with the bottom six finish and then hoping we pick up again? I think that would have been a good decision 15, 20, 30 years ago when I was a kid, that the same manager, even you go down, John Lyle got relegated, but then John was inheriting a team that wasn't his. He gave him a chance. This is more or less David's team now. So you can't pin that saying it's not his team, it's not his tactics. Then I would say, yeah, I understand that. Give him money, give him time to change it. He's done all of that now. He's had 4 or 5 windows. And the problem with him again is he's wasted 2, 3 windows, not buying anyone, being stuck up, and then I don't need anyone, and then suddenly ending up with a position this summer you got rid of 8, 9. You had 8, 9 people had to leave because their contracts, and then he's like, oh, I didn't want that many people coming through, mate. It's because of you. You let this situation happen. You know when your contracts are coming. This summer, there's 8 people whose contracts are coming out of an end in June 2023. 8 people, and there's 7, 8 we lost. Whose fault is that? You know, you got to manage the contracts yourself, mate. You can't blame anyone, and you've got to be proactive. Not only that, mate, a lot of things, you know. And he was lucky that the first 4 windows he inherited, he didn't sign anyone hardly, and the players just played so many games. And Souček they're burnt out, mate. They're burnt out. Hope you're doing all right, matey. Mark, hope you're doing all right. Have you won more trophies? I didn't know because we won the FA Cup 3 times, European Cup Winners' Cup. So let me know. But listen, Listen, I said you guys are all right, mate. Listen, you got Walker's, Chris. You got the military. Was it those pies, those pork pies you got in your town, didn't you, mate? You got everything going for you, mate. And I got one. My brother-in-law lives there. Nice town, mate. Not Hammerhead. We don't know, but who can we blame, John? John, but John, whatever happened, oh mate, oh mate. Epic. I tell you what, I hope he turns up for the press conference, mate, because he didn't last time, which I think that was naughty. He should have faced the cameras after that Blackburn game. I'm going to go back to front, and then Joe's a new boy. And Joey, not sure yet, mate. Let's see what the latest one is, and then we'll go back to front. No need to get naughty personal. No, respect everyone's opinions. That's what it's all about. You know, that's what I'm saying. Okay, well, that's an opinion. That's what the board Hammerhead all about opinion. Long as we don't individually take the piss out of each other, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine, mate. Listen, that's fine. You think it's going to turn it around? It's just that these days, Hammerhead, just saying people patient. There's no patience in the world because there's high money value stake in the Premiership. Before we used to go down. I remember. Listen, we went down late 70s. Lyle, Brookings, like speaking to England. Now, will I lose my team? Will I lose my England team when we go down? And they all reassured him, no, you won't. I mean, it helped that Ron Greenwood was the '82 World Cup manager. He said, Trevor, doesn't matter what division you play in, you'll always be my England team. So those days. Yeah, we're not going to get managers who stay 10 years like Cloughie, Lyle, Fergie. You know, those times are gone, isn't it, Hammerhead? So all we're saying is it is what it is, mate. And I kept saying, even the new manager, like I keep saying, Poch, Poch, Poch. 2 years, if he can get us back, a little bit, fourth, fifth, sixth, whatever, seventh, playing better football. That's all you mean. After that, the next one comes in. I'm not saying Poch is going to change the world. We're going to have a stand named after him. We're going to wear a Europe Cup. If this carries on, dare I say it, have a look at the league table. I don't think the board want to risk going down, because what happens if you just leave it too late and you go down and there's 1 or 2 points difference, then we'd be thinking, why didn't you get rid of him the game before that? Because three games, Palace, Blackburn, you should have got something out of them and stayed in the League Cup. Then it looks more and more interesting, But now the brownie points are going, and the conference. I mean, conference is a conference. Look at the teams we played. I mean, listen, we've won, but God, it's not really up there, is it, as a competition, really? But Blackburn at home, you got to put it to bed, mate. You got to put it to bed. Oliver, I hope you're doing well, my son. I hope you're doing well. You're absolutely right, my man. And Oliver, what it's about is having an opinion and backing it up, which is I always do that, right? And my opinion, and it's on record, isn't it? Because I got a channel. I said after the Chelsea game, Moyes out, and I mentioned my reasons, and I got flack for it. I'm strong enough to take flack. I love it. I don't care. But we are a strong channel, opinion oriented, but we back it up, right? And the second thing we'll do, we will never, ever personally have a go at another fan with another opinion. No, that's not stylish. We respect every fan, every viewer, every opinion. Shocks me a bit sometimes, but we move on. I love all of you guys, right? And even now, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And I can probably mention 10 where I think David should go. Again, don't want to be repetitive. It's about the transfers coming in. The players have not quite gelled for one reason or another. The tactically, just one tactic out there, 4-2-3-1, hasn't got plan B. In-game management, doesn't know who to bring on when, doesn't know who to take off when, doesn't know which position some players to play in. Reference Benrahma, reference Johnson. Academy players are not quite coming through. They don't have the confidence to be given a number of games in terms of encouragement. Players that have been out of form for about a year and a half, they're nowhere near coming back into form. It's just so many things. The style of football, West Ham are renowned for playing. The football is just not so good now. And it's just, that's 7 or 8 I've rated off there, That's what it is, mate. Tyler Boyley. Oh, well done, mate. And hopefully you've got 15 kids and they can subscribe, mate. And you live on the road, all the neighbours. But Tyler, keep watching and watch all the old videos. We've got Hammer History series as well. Green Street I done, mate. Watch all of those. Keep in touch, mate. And like I said, we do most things live. Click on every comment and that kind of thing. So welcome to the channel, sir. And I always have rum and coke, Tyler, on the shows. I'm running out. Usually the boys, there's no one at home to top my channels up either. But Mark, I mean, it's going over my head now. I'm not getting that hurt anymore. I'm getting used to it, Mark. It's so bad. The defeats, I'm just expecting defeats. So I'm just like, yeah, I know that's going to happen. So usually I go, man, I'm just expecting it now. That's not a good place to be in. Yeah, let's see what happens, mate. Yeah, let's see what happens, mate. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised, mate. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, well, we say it with respect, doesn't it, Mark? He's given us some really nice memories. He stabilized us. He stopped us twice from, going down, and great job. It just happens. It just loses 1 or 2 things, isn't it? Grip, whatever, maybe that the next level, which is to improve on not being, people like him and Sam are good at staying in the middle of the table. But when you want a bit more, maybe it's hard for these guys to do. Maybe it's hard for them to play more attractive football, a bit more flair. It's hard for them to attract and manage those kind of players. It's that kind of thing, isn't it, mate? That's all it is. Yeah, mate, Paul, they're bloody hell. I don't think anyone in the country wants to play Arsenal at the moment. But Alex, I mean, I know we're playing catch up. But there's a lot of issues now, mate. You know why? We're losing 7-8 players in January. the fullback position. It's kind of all over the place, isn't it? Stevie was going to come on the channel, was having a few technical issues, old Stevie boy. So, Steve, yep. But what I say, Victor, is any manager is approachable, and we are one of the top 20 biggest clubs in the world. And we are, I'll stick my head out, we're a great, I think we're a great club for someone to manage, right? There's not that many good jobs out there. We're top 20, London-based, 63,000 fans at most games, reasonably good squad on paper when you look at it. Some good lads in there who've done good things last couple of years. It just come to a really, really sad point. And the last year, that all of them have just not looked good for one reason or another. And despite buying a lot of players, no one's been able to take a grip of things. And even leaders, we don't have any leaders in that team. Zuma's not a leader. Rice is not captain material at the moment. Someone like Milner, 29, a Milner type, a bit younger, who's won a few things coming in. I think that's the type of person we should have looked at in the summer. That would have helped, and perhaps even helped Rice's game even more, even though Rice is Superman every game. But he's just obviously, happens to all of us, up and down a little bit sometimes and things like that. So there's a lot of things the board that we spot as a channel, why the board or Moyes is not looking at or telling scouts that we need a couple of more leaders and mix it up a bit, I know the average age has gone down a lot from 30, 31, 32 down to every player we've had is like mid-20s now, right? But you need it balanced, you need it balanced. I mean, Fabianski coming to the end. Krezi, I told, has been given another year contract. Apart from him, I think everyone else is quite young. Kofel's a bit old, but the rest of them are mid-20s, aren't they? Mid to early sort of 20s like that. But there's still room in there for a 29-year-old, a 28-year-old who's done it, been around a bit. The ones more, Harry used to like too many of those types, right? He used to sign too many 28, 29-year-olds. You just need to mix it up. You're full-time professional, you're full-time manager. You need to think about this. Look how much shit I've come out with in 53 minutes, right? We've spoken about signings, tactics, motivation, academy, training ground facilities, having leaders on the pitch, who should be the captain. The manager should be thinking about this, right? Piercy's gone. Let's get Joe Cole in or someone like that. Coley seems to have a good mind, right? Good mind for the game tactically. Just bring strong number twos in. Nolan's just gone off the ball for me. The set pieces have been dreadful. Every corner does hardly go past the first man. We don't score from set pieces anymore. Dawson gets close one, but Souček, it's all dry. Why has that happened? Just analyze it. And again, I know we like one-touch football, but I like to mix it up. And David was doing that very well when he came in, right? Mixing it up, being the threat, being physical, being strong. That's a good foundation. But after that, especially as West Ham, we want those daft little flicks, little one-touch bit of skill. You got to mix it up. You got to mix it up. Okay, let me go from there, mate. Peter, but it's the last 3 games, isn't it? And before that, but just mentioning home to Palace. So you think we shouldn't want any of them? Just saying we should really get something, shouldn't we? Actually, having spoken about it, I do need to get my eye test done, though, but that's on a personal level. Bocce boy. Martin Allen, welcome. I saw you last game. Hope you're doing well. Busy in the boxes, Mr. Martin Allen. Great player. Mad dogs in the house. What it is, Mike, look at the Conte, right? So Conte, not afraid to put 3 people on after 25 minutes. I love that. Even Arteta, I hate him, but tactically, he's alert, he's quick, he's clever. He changes it. And you can change tactics 2-3 times in a game, and there's no rule stopping you from bringing a sub on after 10 minutes. I will applaud it, right? And the player should be able to accept it. I don't care. Benrahma scores a goal, gets taken off, the fans go nuts. That's not the way to do it, right? So there's so many different ways how you can manage, you know. And we're human. You might have thought the tactic was a certain way, always served you well in fifth, but it's going wrong. You can see it. We can see it. But he won't do it. He will not do it till the 70th minute, right? And doing things like taking Skamaka off after 45 minutes, or not hopefully going for it a bit more after getting a lucky, well, not lucky, but against the run of play goal at Palace. You're at home. The fans are with you. You've gone 1-0 up. Bit of fortune in there. I'd bring Antonio on, take Bowen off, because Bowen's not been out. It's not in form, and it might do him a world of good. Put them Antonio up front, and I bet you as Vieira, Palace manager's like, oh my God, we want to go back at them and get the equaliser, but we got Antonio now, you know? He's done all right in the past against Palace. It's just that mentality. Sometimes just go for it. And as West Ham, we're one of the few clubs that will not mind that. If it goes pear-shaped, then we'll say, yeah, I can understand it and all that. We're not going to defend a 1-0 lead on, you know, what's happening at the moment for 80, 90 minutes. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Yeah, I mean, his stats are like he's been at fault for 5-6 goals, isn't it? Not good, mate. Not good. I think with that one, again, trying to be fair, I think whoever had come in at Man United after Fergie, I think they wouldn't have done it. It wouldn't have made it. I think the players would just met that manager you get once in a lifetime, you know, in a club, and after that, it wouldn't have happened. Doesn't matter who'd taken that job. The players were just in their little trade union type, and they weren't going to listen. You know, you get that sometimes. Listen, West Ham, great example. John Lyle. I think Lou Macari done a great job. I first started to go games live in his first season, 1989. Again, being honest, what I see, Lyle was brilliant, but Lyle in the last 2 years was struggling. And again, I don't know, the money dried up a bit, right? I understand that. And then age, and then luck, and then, you know, bought Gary Strodder and David Kelly and Alan McKnight. Not very good signings, you know. And yeah, luck runs out, time runs out. And he says in his book, he goes, I should have taken the QPR job in 87, 88. They were going to triple his money, his wages, and it happens in life. And he says, he stayed on a bit longer, and the board didn't give him enough backing either. Didn't buy anyone after 86. And then Lou Macari came in, and yeah, he had to leave because of things off the pitch, like betting and things. But in those 4 or 5 months he was there, all he wanted to do was make the team fit, more kind of physical, harder to beat. And everyone started, well, especially some of the players, not going to mention names, you know who they are, started spitting their, we don't want to run anymore. What is this? We don't listen. You guys went down. You went down, and he's trying to make you bigger, stronger, because that's where the game was going back then, right? All these soft one touches, little bit. Well, you got to mix it up a bit. And then he left you with Ludovic McCloskey, Trevor Morley, Jimmy Quinn, Ian Bishop, Martin Allen, made Julian Dix captain, brought Stuart Slater in. In 5-6 months, he done all of that. And you know, people have a go at Mr. Lou Macari. Hey, bad dog. Bad dog's in the house. You like my dad, didn't you? My dad, yeah, 74, was it 75, 76 final, 80, 81 finals, yeah, 86 and all that, mate, yeah. You guys are very angry tonight, very angry. It's an idea, isn't it, mate? It's an idea, and you're 1-0 up at home, against a run of play, I think is a great risk to do. I think to take Bowen off and put Tony up front with Skamaka, tell Benrahma Paqueta, you're the most technically best players in our team. You've got two people up there to grab and aim for. Get your crosses, your passes. It's just something to think about. Listen, just something to think about, you know? Cantona was yeah, he's a one hell of a player, wasn't he, mate? What's the score with Spursy? I don't care. I mean, what's happening with them, mate? They won 4-3. Oh my god! Don't be surprised if Newcastle back Chelsea today, mate. Bloody hell! I don't know, mate. I don't know what's happening with Davey Moyes. I'm busy with you guys, and we're bloody fighting ourselves, aren't we? We're busy. Martin's in there. Martin, Allen, Martin. You know all the board people. Martin, let us know. Come on, you had a chat with them, Mr. Gold, didn't you? Bees knees. Hope you're doing all right, mate. Time it's since December, bees knees. It's not even a 5-6 game thing. It's not even this season. This form goes back to it's year to year. It's 1 year. 1 year. Check our form, including how the hell did Man United finish above us with the form they're on, mate? You know, losing home to Brighton, and it goes 1 year. We've had to fix this situation in the league. And I stick my neck out. If we'd bought better in the summer and January, we would have won that Europa. When in history, if you told West Ham United, Eintracht Frankfurt or Rangers, I'm between you, West Ham United, getting the Champions League, you would go mad, wouldn't you? You would go mad. But we just let that go because Grandad Cressy twice fucked it up for us, and he still don't learn, and he's still playing for us. Again, nothing personal. He's a good lad, great service, good man to have around the ground, but you shouldn't rely on him week in, week out, you know? That's what I'm saying. Same as Dawson, you know, because fans are just going to blast these guys out, and then you're going to remember, you know, that kind of thing. I don't know, Peter. I'm busy with you, mate. I don't know. Oh, Booty. I don't want to say dinosaur. That's being nasty because I backed him to come, and that is what I used to get. And I don't want to go down to that level. I just want to. His time's up, and it's just getting worse, mate. That's it. Yeah, I don't want to call him that, but it is what it is, mate. Yeah, Everton lost 3-0, and I think Lampard. The thing is, Everton board have got it wrong time after time, isn't it? Time after time. I've got to do my part 2 show of those West Ham manager one that went down so well, wasn't it? Fucking smashed it with that one, so popular. But yeah, let me do part 2. I've got to think about that a bit more. But from that list that I said, I do like Pot. You work. Listen, they say no, they say no. It's a two-way thing, you know. But Poch would love to stick 2 fingers up at Spurs and come in, but he's one of those fuddy-duddies that he wouldn't want to sometimes, depending because of rivalry and things. I don't know, but see what happens. But Pot says no, then you just go down the list via Bose, because style of football is very important to me. I said that on the video, watch it, the one about the managers. Style of football for me is number 1 now. That is really important to me in the DNA. And it's just as a West Ham fan, you kind of, that's what it is. So for me, I think Villas-Boas plays good football, only 42, 43, 45, great experience, Premiership as well, with Chelsea, Spurs, points per minute, that stat I showed you guys looks good on him. He's fine, being all around. Be good. Poch will be good for academy as well as pressing game, fitness, and a little bit defensive as well. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. Obviously, Emery's gone, and I did a show on him, didn't I, as well? Good thing there, Alex, is Kotensky's obviously a lot younger, hopefully more aggressive, made his money. To make your money, you need to have that trait in your personality. You need to be ruthless, ambitious, and just change it. And I think the pressure beyond, because we think a lot of that money is his, don't we? If Gold and Sullivan there, then I wouldn't probably have a lot of hope. I'm very surprised why Moyes is still here, though. I think he would have gone. If Kotensky was the major shareholder, he would have gone. And he might just, sometimes you get a new person in the board, and especially second high shareholder, they want to, have a bit of an influence and say, I told you so, and listen to my recommendation. He's got to, because it sounds bad again. So with respect, this is a great time to get rid of him now. You already wasted 4, 5, 6 weeks. Get rid of him now. And then you got so much time to negotiate, bring him in, because there's no pressure of a new game, either for the board or for the new manager. If you don't bring, I'll be astounded that we have brought no one in until the World Cup ends. Or imagine that Arsenal game, you're going to lose that anyway, and then you sack him after that. What is the sense in that? The only sense is you got no money in December to entice a new manager in, and then you got an excuse. Because he ain't really going to buy anyone. He has no time to check anything. He doesn't even know how we play. And without looking at the fixtures, it's going to be all those mad fixtures, so many fixtures every 2-3 days. And then the FA Cup's going to come, and then what chances we could be gone out the FA Cup and things like that, This was such a good chance in the League Cup to do something, in the Carabao Cup, because for the first time in ages, we avoided fucking Man City, Man United, Liverpool. We had a really good draw at home and another home draw. And all those big teams have gone out. That's bloody West Ham, for fuck's sake. Yeah, that's what we're thinking, mate. But listen, you got to be mad to put your money into football, mate. Right, we're going to call it a close in a few minutes. Then I will do another show later on today or tomorrow with the rest of the gang. But I'm just going to share the league table with you guys. I'm just going to check the Newcastle game quickly. Very tight game. Very tight game. But we are... Let me share the screen quickly. John Boy, 1 minute. So looking at that, we've gone down a notch, haven't we? We are 1 point off safety. 12 goals in 15 games, ladies and gentlemen. 12 goals. Is that West Ham? Bloody hell, mate. 12 goals in 15 games. Right. 5th from bottom. On form, we are probably about the same, aren't we? Oh, wow. We are the worst team in the league on form. I didn't know that. Wow. We are bottom of the table on form. 3 goals in 5. 1-1, lost 4. That says it all, mate. That's a fact, isn't it? There's facts there. The rest is up to you guys, mate. He has got money, loads of money. Diversified through his wife, inherited through her. Loads of cash for me. Don't worry about that. Has that come out yet? Because it takes a year for the annual report to come out, doesn't it, Hammerhead? So is that official that we know where that money in the summer comes from? Is that what you're saying, mate? Yeah, I remember that, mate. That was bad. That was bad, mate. And typical what's going on. Seriously, and that is not the only thing he's pissing about with, mate. Fucking hell, how mad you lot, mate. Just Martin, you work for the club, you naughty boy. You can't get nuts, aren't you? Oh, mate, no, Shawnee boy. Good lad, but No, we want to play better football, don't we? Yeah, you're right, Bobby. Hope you're doing well, mate. You're right, mate. Absolutely right, Mr. Man. And we got our link up soon in Christmas for our piss, haven't we, mate? That's good money there, mate. Get 20 quid on there, Alex. Let's help you in Christmas, mate. I think it must be about that meeting X was saying. Hopefully sack this evening we do a show, mate. Get in there. But that's best bet for him as well, you know, you get out of here. Oh, it's opinion, mate. Opinion, Hammerhead. Opinion. You can get Sam in there, Trini. Where you been, mate? Late, mate. Where you been? Christmas shopping? Naughty boy. Trini, let me know. Shall I carry on the show 10 minutes just for you? Because you're top boy or lady, I don't know. But let me know, Trini. Trini's going to dictate the show now. So Jazz carry on for another 10 minutes, top up his rum, and we go on further. It's all in the power of you boys here. And some of you, if you want to carry on arguing and enjoying it, bring it on, bring it on. We'll enjoy it. Yeah, listen, after that, absolutely hated the guy, mate. Nothing personal, but fuck's sake, mate. You know, just because you're too slow like an arse and fucking Fornell's not there. Fucking hell. I bet Fornell's does his shopping for him. I bet you. Fills his petrol in for him, checks his tyre pressures. 1-to-1, he ain't got a clue, mate. He gets plastered, mate. He's protected because he just slips in next to the centre backs, never attacks a winger, never runs after. He does nothing, mate. His set pieces are shit as well. It's astounding, Peter. Humans astound me how some people still, with respect, wow, they're happy that we're struggling. They're happy that we've been on this form since the past year, calendar year. All that money we spent, they're still happy. The football shit. I'm astounded. But listen, respect for all those views. Wow. It is mind-boggling and very interesting for me. Very interesting. Can ask, mate. Can ask. Don't ask. Don't get a reply on it. Yeah, I've heard about that story with Sporting Lisbon manager, isn't it, mate? Yeah, anyone's. Listen, if I told you Mourinho and Conte are going to be managing Tottenham, you would have started laughing because how tight Levy is. Anything's possible, mate. Yeah, Trini's on it, matey. Yeah. Yep. No point getting in touch with each other. It's fine. It just astounds me because I'm like, oh, I don't see it. Like, wow, you know. How you doing, right? New boy. I think we're a good job for. Listen, I think we're a great job for most people, mate. Yeah, Chelsea 0-0, mate. Trying to keep up with the comments. I'm 6 minutes behind on everyone. Let me catch up now. Let me catch up. Yeah, but Hammerhead, West Ham. What is West Ham? Are we happy with not doing well? Come on, I don't want West Ham to be that, which we have been for a lot in our history, isn't it, mate? Martin, was great to see you on the Blackburn game. Hope you're well, mate. We'll catch up soon, mate. But stick on the show if you want. What a great goal you scored against Wimbledon, didn't you, Mr. Martin Allen? And I did tell you I don't like that mad dog name. It's not fair. Martin technically was a wonderful player, and I don't want him being known for just sticking his leg in. Far more accomplished player than that was old Martin Allen. Oh, good lad. Thanks for joining in, mate. You got it. You naughty boys. Spuds, mate. Like that name. Oh, that game and the Masuaku winner at Chelsea. Good memories, aren't they, mate? Light shows, mate. Light shows. Yeah, he wants me. Like, give me 1 minute. Let me get around. I'm gonna carry on. Give me 1 minute. So it's all because of your love, you nutters. I'll be back in 1 minute. Got to play 2 now, haven't I? 1 Coke Zero, two double Bacardis, and 1 Coke Zero. So I don't have to go again, and we're ready, aren't we? We're ready. We've been going 1 hour 17 minutes. Let's get ready for you. Go. Here we go. Is that too much Coke? Probably. But here we go. Down to Trini, my man. Yeah, but what it was a gradual, what can I say? Gradual increase in doing better, wasn't it? And then he got backed up a lot in the summer, and every single player he's brought in has done really well. And you're right, though. There wasn't, especially because the Amazon show, wasn't it? You're right. But I just reading it the way I do, isn't it, Hammerhead? I'm reading it that's it for him. And Arteta, that was his first job, very young. And he's come with a big reference from one of the best managers in the world, Pep. So he's got a bit more freedom. And before that, it was really low for forever, wasn't it, with Arsenal? Different kind of circumstance there. And this is going back a year now, calendar year. And that's it, mate. But yeah, good point. Fair point, mate. You take care, John. Thanks for joining, mate. Take care. You're going through the points, Hammerhead. You get the drift. You get the drift, my man. Oh, that's a big question, isn't it? Big question, mate. I mean, highlights are like we can't forget the Payet season. Wow, what memories! What memories. Unfortunately, again, didn't win anything. Then it looked like we were going to go top 4, and obviously that naughty Everton guy done Payet, and then we dwindled down, didn't we? Then we picked it up again, and I thought we were going to win the FA Cup, and then United just done us, and we equalised, and it got chalked off, didn't it? The old Coyote goal, wasn't it? Oh, mate, 20 years. What year are we? So we took in 2002, weren't we? Alan Pardew was good. FA Cup final, even though we lost it. Great season that was. Dean Ashton, Bobby Zamora, great team, wasn't it? Them lot. Harry'd gone by then, didn't he? More or less. Yeah, Harry'd gone by then. Sam brought us up, never forgetting. Always respectful, Sam. Same as Lou Macari. Sam took a drop from a division to come back and join us and influence Nolan to take a drop again to join us. Great, strong team he built. And then again, he kind of got stuck, didn't he? So a lot of time for him. It's a difficult question because everyone won anything. Have we? Playoff final we won? I don't know. I think, listen, Alan Pardew, Sam Allardyce, Moyes, all three about the same in terms of memories. But for me, I think Pardew's got the. I think Alan Pardew's got the thing with the reaching the final, which is huge. 10 seconds away, was it? 20 seconds away from beating a Liverpool team who, around that time, were winning the European Cup and brought us up. Don't forget that he got us promoted. I know Sam did that as well, but then he's gone a bit. Alan Pardew's gone a bit notch further, and he built a whole new team. So he lost all that DeCanio team. Alan Pardew. I built a fresh team of 11. Bought Zamora, Riococa, Mullins, Anton Ferdinand. Brought him in next to Gabidon, Konchesky, Robert Green. So Alan Pardew for me. And I don't want to use that word greatest. I just say the best manager, yeah. Alan Pardew for me, I think. Could be wrong, mate. Yeah, he's raising money, isn't he, Steve? He's raising money for charity. You know, that Movember thing, which I will never do, but I certainly will give him a bit of money for his charity. But I look silly, but he's, and I couldn't stop laughing, Steve. You've seen that show. I'm like, whoa, mate, I just had to think of something else, especially because it is serious in the end. There's a charity, and I'm like, oh, mate, I've got the giggles. So he's doing that, and he does look a bit, yeah, he does look that way, doesn't he, mate? Yeah, it's just listen. We all decent people, and it is when I have thought, and it is bad. I hope he goes get. It just is nasty, isn't it? But I'm just saying in that nicest way that we just need to change, and hopefully he'll be financially looked after. But he just got to go in the nicest way, football-wise possible. Nothing personal. It's not nice when people lose their jobs, get sacked. But I'm just trying to be nice and just say it's just gone on too much for all of us, for the players' sake, for the fans' sake, for the and you are right. Why the players are not creating chances, finishing them off? You're right. But the way the modern football works, they need motivation. Just they're like kids, and they're sulking at the moment, and it's just and look at Villa. They sacked Gerrard because they hated him. He had no link with the fans. He's a miserable git, stuck up according to them. Next game, Villa banging for a win, and look now, they beat United. It's they would have done it under Gerrard, and don't ask me why. It's just one of those things. I ain't gonna change till we change something, mate. That's all it is. Alan Pardew, I think for me, mate. Alan Pardew. All Ryan's agreeing. Hammerhead's in a bad mood. Hammerhead, you naughty boy. Martin Allen. There's only one Martin Allen. I'll never call you Mad Dog. I think it's a disgusting name for you, Mad Dog. I was there on your debut. West Ham United 3, Plymouth Argyle 2. Rain like anyone's business. 1989. Great goal on a volley on your debut, my man. Hammerhead. Ryan's back, isn't it? Ryan's back. Ryan's had his shredded week, mate. Ryan's back. Oh, mate, don't depress me with the interest rate. Bloody hell, mate. I'll have to get a bloody camper van next year, mate. Apparently sad though. Apparently he cried his eyes out in the dressing room, didn't he? Someone must have gone for him. Breaking news from Colin. Right, I'm going to call it quits. I'm going to do a quick 2-minute show after this based on what Colin told me. You naughty boy. Father Hammer, top lad. Thanks to you guys. I'm going to do a special show with Alex Chapman, Hammerhead, Mr. Ryan, and me. And we'll all make up and have a cake and a coffee together. I said that before I read that, Hammerhead. Right, anyway, I'm going to call it quits. But listen. No, let me have a look at it, and I'm going to do a fresh show. Give me about 5 minutes. Love you, all of you guys. I'm going to make you lamb curry, butter chicken, get you a rum, and we'll have a laugh, mate. But love every one of you. Don't take anything personally. Hammerhead, top lad. Alex Chapman, top lad. Ryan, top lad. Trini Hammer, top lad. All of you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please subscribe. Get your dog, your cats, your parrots, everyone to subscribe. We want to hit 2K. Love you all. Nothing personal. Love the passion. Just don't try to be naughty against each other and all that kind of thing, isn't it? Yeah. Take care. Yeah. Alex, don't worry, Alex. It's just we're all come on, chill out. There you go. This is to Alex and to Hammerhead, all brothers here, all West Ham United brothers, clear and blue blood. Love the passion, but never overstep the mark, isn't it? I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Just want to do another quick show, and then that's it. God bless you lot. I did want some of those, mate. No one listens to me. It's all like cowboy land, isn't it? But anyway, love you all. Love everyone. Take care.